You're codependent.
Well, no, I would say that we're dependent on each other.
So codependent.
Which might be the very definition of... Hello.
Hello.
Welcome.
Welcome back to Pineapple and Lemon.
We're the show, Pineapple and Lemon Show.
Wee-hoo.
Here we go.
Show. Here we go.
So the movie that we're going to be watching today
Is
Theater Camp. So let me tell you, this movie is very accurately named. Essentially, what if there was a summer camp where you could go as a theater kid and everyone else around you was also like a theater kid?
Those do exist.
This is very much a comedy type movie.
Mm-hmm.
It feels very in the vein of other movies like Waiting for Guffman or like This is Spinal Tap, where it's like very silly, a lot of bit part roles with different characters. Everybody's having a fun time together. I think this movie has a lot of younger comedian type people. It's got a lot of funny people out right now, a lot of actors you may or may not recognize. But there are people that are really coming up in the scene lately. So, for example, Io Debris in this. She's got a smaller role in it. So this also features Molly Gordon, but she co-directed this with Nick Lieberman. So it's very exciting because I feel like down the road, people are going to watch this movie and be like, I know that actor and that actor and that actor.
Yeah.
So it's a really fun movie. Had you heard anything about this movie before? Any kind of feelings about it before we start here?
I know that Ben Platt is in it.
Yes, he is. I know you were in acting. You went to school for acting. Did you consider yourself a theater kid at any point?
No.
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 You didn't relate to that experience?
No, I was not there for the drama. I did drama. I didn't want to be a part of it.
And I was definitely more of behind the scenes type person. So
Yeah.
all right. So let me give you a little rundown here for
Give
the
it to me.
IMDb. So the plot synopsis here is the eccentric staff of a rundown theater camp in upstate New York must band together with the beloved founder's broy son to keep the camp afloat. Let me tell you, this movie was not nominated for original best song, but I feel like it could have been.
Yeah.
It had potential.
So these are all original songs. They're not covers.
Well, let me just let you experience it because I don't want to take away.
I'm just wondering if it's like,
It's not like Pitch Perfect.
aw, baby Ben Platt.
Here's the thing. I feel like if you're a theater kid, it does usually start young.
It really does.
These people have it inside them their whole life.
It's a bit harder getting into it as an adult. I'll say when I went to school for it, I was probably the only one that didn't have prior theater experience.
Yeah.
And it was a bit rough because I didn't know what I was getting myself into.
Right.
But I surprised myself. I'm a to my own horn. I'm top of the class. So not bad for not having prior experience.
I think you should register early for your girl.
For sure.
Don't pressure.
Yeah, you got to get that early registration in. What else are you going to do with your kids all summer?
Oh my gosh. Having coworkers that have younger children, finding out how early you have to schedule
like
them
a year
in.
ahead.
Oh my goodness. It's so competitive.
Have you seen
Flashy.
Bye Bye Birdie?
I think my elementary school went to see it.
Yeah. I saw the movie.
I don't remember it.
For the integrity of the project, we have to keep filming.
Oh my god.
It's for Joan.
What's up, Troygens? It's your boy, Troy.
Do you know this actor at all?
He looks familiar.
Okay, he's in American Vandal, which is this also mockumentary TV show, which I love. But I
Yeah.
think he's so funny in that. So when he showed up in this, I was like, yeah, it's Jimmy.
She's down for the count for we don't really know how long.
I do not know how long.
I don't know how long comas are. Coma could never end.
World-renowned business mentor.
We're coming up in an age now where a lot of these people did film their childhoods that you can
Yes.
later use the footage.
We did vlog.
So then what would be a gay play?
I guess a musical.
I mean, if we have to pick between the two.
It's true. It's true.
I think what really makes this movie is the people that take it seriously, they do genuinely take it seriously. It's life or death for some of these people.
Yes.
They're putting it all in.
Yep.
Nikki. Who knows? Don't switch shirts.
every mother to their twins. Don't switch colors.
You ever wonder if just one time you mix them up?
Oh, I feel like they would have to mix them up all the time.
When they're little babies, you know, they're just kind of blobs at that
I like their blobs. I like the idea of painting the toenails.
Yeah.
So you know which one's which.
That's one way to do it.
Well, it's good to know, like, if you know you're having twins, go to the hospital with nail polish, the nurse, paint them
can
as
do
they
it
come
for you.
out.
Maybe wait at least 20 minutes.
All I was doing was blowing the roof off of Honestly Sincere.
Movies like this, I always wonder how much is scripted and how much is improvised.
I feel like it's beat points and improvisation.
Yeah.
But it has to be. You're with a bunch of
especially-
theater kids.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it's a lot of kids, right?
Yeah.
So, like, things are just going to go off the tracks, I feel.
Well, and sometimes you just got to vibe with it, too.
Mm-hmm. I've taken control of this room.
I know how to get the audience's attention.
I'm her son, Troy.
Bolton?
Not this High School Musical.
Just wait till I start getting the Camp Rock references.
This is Middle School Musical.
Because there's a narc amongst us. Cassie has narked.
They call her out.
Well, now you know who not to tell your secrets to.
I love for the cutaways where they just like, who would be the funniest kid? Like, who made the best face? And we'll use them.
Right?
Damn Yankees in the outdoor stage.
Have you seen Damn Yankees?
No.
This is just going to be like a checklist of how many of the musicals have you seen.
Whisker-faced in unitards.
Have you seen Cats?
No.
How did you learn stage combat?
Oh, man.
The lower third. Lied on her resume. That's perfect.
Everybody.
Higher, higher, up.
Higher. She takes off into the air.
Starts flying.
If you drop a line, you crack or something, just what does that say about you?
Like, I know these kids are all here because they want to be here, but can you imagine going to a summer camp and like not landing a good role and you're just there the rest of the summer?
Especially if you've been going for a while.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's rough.
And the vermin in the world inhabit it.
I don't know this song. I'm going to guess Hamilton.
Sweeney Todd.
Is it Sweeney Todd?
Yeah.
That was the last time I laid eyes on Mom.
Oh, God, Broadway, stop!
We have to keep going. It doesn't end.
Breathe!
It won't end.
Even you, Mrs. Lovett.
Okay, Mrs. Lovin.
Oh, now you got it.
You only say that.
He's like, I know this one.
I love that he's not going with the musical, like, theater song.
I love that he's so moved. He's like, I gotta dance to this.
Your first summer?
Here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is this your first summer?
Ever?
Yeah. I've only been alive for the winter. I do a reverse hibernation.
Offshore account.
That's the place to be.
It's like Camp Rock too.
I'm telling you, there's a lot of DNA of other like camp stories in this movie, but that's what it's poking fun of it too, right?
You know, I've been trying to bring some of my like entrepreneurship.
Get out!
Look, you can't dislike him. I mean, I feel like this is the classic song to do.
It is a classic. There's like a list of, I want to say, 10 songs, like the top 10 songs that are so overdone.
Yeah.
And that's like probably within the top 3.
Are they like banned from auditions?
It's not that they're banned from auditions. It's just like the panel is tired of hearing them. So
Yeah.
they want to hear different songs. Like obviously you want a song that's going to showcase your range.
It's either you have to do something so different or you literally make everybody sing the same song and then you can tell the differences.
What I find interesting is so far for these auditions, now I haven't seen like a professional musical theater audition.
Yeah.
Just based off of what these kids are doing, it's everything I was told not to do.
I mean,
I was told that you're not supposed to just stand there.
What are you supposed to do?
You're supposed to move around and put on a show. I'm like, but if you're singing a ballad,
Yeah, kind of park
you
and
want to
bark.
focus on showcasing your voice. If they want a dancing component, then there should be a dance audition.
Yeah, and there probably is like different layers for what they're doing. They're talking right now about the kids, like which play they're being put in too. So if you're doing Cats, there's going to be more of a difference.
Yeah.
Obviously, everyone on this board is a virgin, but Chantal seems like a virgin.
I agree.
These kids are less than 12. Of course, they're supposed to be virgins.
I don't know why they picked Damn Yankees as the play to do.
Sometimes I feel like they forget what the age group is.
Well, isn't that like a whole thing in Glee when they put on Rocky Horror and it's like you're all high school students?
Yeah, right?
The cast lists are up.
Look out. There's going to be a stampede.
Before.
I never did anything that required like looking at a list like this.
It's nerve-wracking.
Yeah. It seems kind of cruel. It's the way it's done.
I like how they do it with like an email.
Yeah.
That way, you know, it is what it is. But when you post it like that, then you know if you didn't get in.
Yeah, everybody knows.
Everybody knows.
Mask work.
Did you ever do mask work?
Yes. And it traumatized everybody in my class but me.
No.
Love the recorder.
Sing that back to me.
Trying to mimic the sound of a recorder. Oh, God.
Write that down.
Like guttural. That's very Joan.
Guttural daddy.
Yeah.
Let's not go into that any further.
Let's just stop right there.
It's tap.
It's tap.
Wall Street is obviously tap.
So that's on your shoulders as well as Joan's well-being and her legacy.
Can you
No
carry
pressure.
that? Will your shoulders be able to maintain this weight?
Let's do a toast.
Confiscated.
What kids are bringing alcohol?
Right? Maybe the older ones?
But even still, where are they getting it from?
Mom and dad's looking at it when they weren't looking.
Because she was non-union.
It's a horror story.
What? I love that the kids were so immersed into that.
Look, bedtime stories at camp just hit different.
Edge of your seat.
You're codependent.
Well, no, I would say that we're dependent on each other.
So codependent.
Which might be the very definition of...
Repossession means theater.
Hey Siri.
Not in a good place if you're looking up that word.
Nope.
Whoever stole my CBD gummies, please return them. No question.
Madam.
I believe we
Guilty.
have found the child.
Those are Fosse kids.
We have the Rent kids. We have the Fosse kids. These are the stereotypes of a theater camp, apparently.
You are the oldest soul in this room. This is your last life.
What? How would you say that to a child, straight-faced?
Like the youngest child in the room too.
Yeah.
Can I offer you a role? Or the chilling tale about how I lost my daughter?
In her mind, is she just like, my character?
I think that ultimately, Devin, you need to just kind of let in the pain of being a father. Like,
I need you to understand this feeling.
Oh no, that's the worst. This guy's taking it too literally, but I'm not a father. Okay, your point. It's theater.
Look, he hasn't been around this is his first summer.
True. And they're not really doing a good job of teaching him the basics.
No.
Yes, and I'm a father, and how many kids? How old? I love the bubble.
Look, this is very serious business going on here. I also love that she used it. Really make your point.
Sure it works.
Yeah.
And this is a dream show for me. I know this one.
I hope that was genuine.
I felt that in my soul.
You are not one of those people. Troy, you are not one of us.
Ooh. He's trying so hard.
Poor Troy.
Let him be.
Right?
The agreement that you signed last night?
Yeah, it was to get us out of the foreclosure.
Uh-oh.
Oh, maybe
Someone didn't read the fine print.
Maybe that wasn't. Maybe he should have looked up a few more words there.
Yeah, maybe.
Sometimes you have no other option.
Just do it.
Just gotta roll
Go
down
right
that
for
hill
I love it.
and keep running.
Show me my boy.
He's him. He's the boy. It's me. What if it was just his head on a little baby?
It's called camp.
All right. I think that pretty much well encompasses the entire show.
Right?
Boom.
I mean, let's give a round of applause for Camp.
Hold your applause.
I mean, it's a song called Camp. What else do you want? The tattoo on her back.
The small details that matter.
That's incredible. It's such a quick shot.
Right?
Yes, we do. We have you, Glenn.
Me? What? I haven't been secretly singing and dancing this whole summer.
I would like to say that I was very angry with you guys a couple hours ago, but I'm over it.
And that right there,
I'm glad we're over it.
that's a real family.
I think you'd make a fantastic agent.
Well, I do need another job after. What are we going to do about old Joan now?
Oh no! Replaced by the actual Joan.
She's in a coma.
So we think. We haven't seen her.
Let's blow the roof off that ICU.
Let's rock the coma patient.
Oh boy.
You know, I don't think the show's gonna work out.
She still came to watch, though.
Right?
Word of mouth.
Women cannot be.
Yeah, women cannot read.
Jifka was shot!
Not Jifka. There's just a whole song about how a woman in the 1963 can't read. There is something about Wall Street and tap dancing that just works.
It works.
So did she!
They found their replacement.
They found the replacement.
Been waiting all summer. You doubted.
What?
You doubted.
I want her outfit.
You're living that Studio 54 life. Nothing like cocaine boa going into a paper mache nose.
After selling her father's beloved pierogi recipe for a small fortune.
Ah, so the theater camp is run by pierogies.
It all makes sense now.
Yes.
A boy who's looking down.
This is the song. You doubted it, I'm sure.
I did.
But she did write the finale. This is about making all the adults cry in the audience.
Right?
It hits you. Angel investors aren't happening.
Oh, Tim.
Airbnb comes through.
Harness this pain and use it in the future, okay?
These kids are really taking criticism very well.
You have to.
In this industry.
I have no idea what this was.
Now, wait a second. That's not Joan.
I can't wait to see you on Broadway.
Awkward.
He didn't even look to see if it was his mom.
Oh my gosh.
All right, theater
boy.
camp.
Oh, that's funny.
So I take it you had a good time.
I had a great time.
It's a silly movie in a way that I really resonate with the humor. So I found it very funny the first time I watched it, and funny again, this being my second time I watched it as well. Like I said before, I like a lot of the actors that are in it, and I'm excited to see where they go from this too, because I feel like there's so much potential with this cast that it's a fun watch for me.
It's very the way they set it up. They could definitely do like a sequel to see like, you know, is the camp saved or, you know, what's everyone off doing, because they definitely set up some of the characters. But I feel like they also did wrap it up too, in that, you know, they kind of, with their like little post-credit things, they were kind of like saying, this is what so-and-so did, and this is what so-and-so did. So I don't know how the ratings were when this initially came out to see if it would even get.
So I think when it came out, it was well received. It played at some film festivals, but it was kind of a smaller release because I think it came out around the time Barbie Oppenheimer was happening.
Oh no.
So I don't know. I don't think it got like a big theatrical run.
Right.
But that's why I wanted to watch it today too, because I want more people to watch movies like this. And I think these people are having a fun time together, and I wish that they will continue to work together. So even like you're saying, like maybe not a direct sequel, but if they do a different movie where they play different characters, but it's still the same group of people, I think that would be a really fun way of doing that. And a lot of them do work together. They've done other projects before, so I think that it lends itself to, if you're making a movie with your friends, you can see it on the screen. And I think a lot of it too, like obviously they poke fun at theater kids and like the way that maybe they're a bit more eccentric, but it's always done in a very loving way, of an understanding way.
I was kind of interested when you said it was like it's very much like theater based, and like these are theater kids. It's like, oh boy, theater kids sometimes, most of the time, get a really bad rap. So I was interested to see where they were gonna go with it. They definitely didn't touch on a lot of the stereotypes. They touched, I want to say, like about 40% of them.
You can poke fun at something without talking down to or like being mean about it.
There's no malicious intent. It's all in like good fun, and it's not like it's not known. It's very common stereotypes, but they can't be stereotypes without that, like, you know, they're quite common.
Sure. And I think it extends even to characters like Troy. Yes, there are times when they're making fun of him, but it never seems mean-spirited. And in the end, he's trying his best, and he does connect with the kids, and he's trying to do better by the end of it. So I think there are a lot of like really sweet little moments between characters, even though it's ridiculous overall. So watching this now, would you recommend for other people?
I definitely would recommend. Though if you're going in it because Ben Platt's in it, he doesn't sing really.
No, he doesn't.
Which I was kind of like, oh, well, Ben Platt's in it, I'm going to get like a musical number or something. I thought he was going to be a bit more involved in like the production side of thing. Like he would actually be on the stage doing a performance. But he took more of like the teacher approach and the director approach, which was definitely a different side. Like in most of the stuff that we've seen him in, we have seen him acting. We really only see him performing in Pitch Perfect, at least in terms of like his films that I have seen.
Dear Evan Hansen.
Well, yes, and Dear Evan Hansen. Yeah, Dear Evan Hansen had more like Les Mis vibes for me than Pitch Perfect, where it's acting with some singing.
Sure, yeah.
Dear Evan Hansen was just like all song, some speaking. But yeah, if you're going into this thinking Ben Platt's gonna have like a big solo number, I'm sorry he doesn't. Like, just to rip that bandage off and disappoint you a little bit in case you were expecting that, because I was going in expecting him to vocalize in some capacity.
And I think that's what's really particular about this movie. Yes, there's obviously music in it, but it's hard to classify it as a musical.
Yeah, it's not really.
There's not really a lot of them like actually like singing a song. It's all diegetic to what they're presenting, which is they're putting on a musical. So that's why I do like that they show Joan Still, because they talk about the show so much that I feel a lot of other movies would kind of skate by it, but they're like, no, these are all the scenes we've been talking about throughout the movie, and we're going to show you how it all comes together at the end too. Do you have any other thoughts or anything about Theater Comp?
I don't. I enjoyed it. I think it was fun. It was kind of what I expected it to be. You know, it was kind of like your mix of like camp rock or, you know, any camp related kid film.
Sure.
But theater camp is more than just musicals. But I felt like they focused more on musicals than they did like regular theater or street theater.
Yeah, well, we focused on Joan Still in this instance, but there was other ones going on as well.
Yes.
The Crucible Jr. was also playing.
But it definitely, like, if you keep it as like a blank title, like theater camp, it really opens up. It could be anything, kind of like what High School Musical is doing with the TV series.
If you hear the title Theater Camp and you watch this movie and you are surprised at all, I don't think you're understanding.
Yeah, I don't think you understand it.
They're very upfront with what this movie is going to be.
So it's exactly what you think it is.
Yeah, if you have any interest in this at all, then I think you're gonna love this movie. Like, it's just very much, it knows exactly what it wants to be.
Yep.
And I applaud it for that, because it is a niche audience, but I think if you find any of it funny, then you'll 100% be on board with this movie.
Cool. Well, let us know if you've seen Theater Camp or if you are gonna now add it to your watch list. And then once you do watch it, let us know what your thoughts are in the comments down below.
Yep.
If you have any recommendations for us for future films, TV episodes, or plays that we should watch and discuss, let us know. And we always take those into consideration when planning out our future episodes.
And remember, camp isn't home, but it kind of is. And I hope you take that away with you today.
That's the takeaway.
Thank you so much for watching with us.
It's been a blast and a half.
Had a really good time.
As always.
You could like this video.
Or subscribe, even better.
If you want to see something for us to watch in the future, like a movie or TV show, please let us know in the comments.
And we'll get on that right away for you.
Yeah, yeah.
Woohoo!